What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Knights of the Coffee Table. This is Excel, and I'm here with my boy Sinrise and Stone Monkey, as always. Vashley and Set, man, I saw him hanging out in his own server, and I told him, like, dude, get out of your own server's voice chat and come to the one that you're supposed to be on every Tuesday, and he didn't respond, so I'm just gonna assume that him and Cosmic Luna are getting it on.
Oh,
Well,
shit. Hell
who
yeah,
can blame
man.
him? Who can blame him? What's up, guys?
You know. What's up, everybody?
I don't, Sinrise just told me he's doing something I've never heard him do. He has beers. Sinrise is
Yeah.
drinking on stream. Have you ever done that before? I don't-
bitch is
Yeah.
drinking.
I don't know if you ever have.
I don't think I don't think I have. I think it's just a new thing. I've smoked
Yeah.
on stream, but I've never drank on.
There's a first time for everything, boys.
Yeah.
Let's hope
Hey,
that.
this is
let's
how
hope that-
often I drink. I had one blue moon. It's like a Belgian white, and I feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weak sauce.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I usually don't feel it till after the second beer myself, but
I figured you'd appreciate that.
Mr. Misanthropic, I have no problem dragging you down. What's up, Mr. Misanthropic? It's not that we need a fourth, but if you want to come talk to us about what's going on with the video games right now, which I'm gonna be real honest, there's only one thing I care about, and that is Anita Sarkeesian is back in video game news.
I can't even believe it.
yeah, dude, the dumb. I don't want to get too nasty because she actually would flag stuff, so we don't want that.
Well, I'm not
She
playing any
actually
of her
would what?
videos, so she can't. Okay, so Mr.
Oh.
Misanthropic said, he's like, I'm in live call-ins if you need me. And then I'll drag him down, and he's like, you know what? I don't want to be here yet.
There we
You
go.
drug him. Okay,
There
gotcha.
we fucking go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a light crowd tonight. Not to say that we ever have a giant crowd or anything, but yeah. What do you think about Anita Sarkeesian being back in the news?
Well, I don't know
For
anything
video
about
games.
it. Other than the fact that she's back, it's gross enough, but yeah.
All right, man. I'll just jump straight to the article. Let me go ahead and pull this up on the screen for everybody else to see.
Oh man, I was gonna say I watched it. I seen her video.
Oh, she made a
Oh,
video. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, topic of the article from one of your gamers: Anita Sarkeesian tries to weasel into a consultancy gig on Cyberpunk 2020. Culture critic Anita Sarkeesian is desperately trying to get back into the gaming. Fuck you, advertisement. Gaming gig again. The queen of consternation made tweets recently indicating that she wants to dig her claws into one of the most highly anticipated games due out next year. She out and out requested
course.
CG Project Red to bring her on as a consultant for Cyberpunk 2077. Requested, threatened. That's the better
Yeah.
word for it.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's not requesting. She
Okay,
is
real quick,
demanding
who the
it.
fuck is Anita Sarkeesian? She's this crazy feminist that did a whole video game series that she made like
Right.
6 videos and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it. These
At
low
least
low
100
production.
At least it was at least $110,000. I remember that from back when this bitch was actually semi-relevant.
See, this is
No,
the thing.
One
She
thing,
is.
one
She
thing
is.
that makes
No,
me
no,
absolutely
She
fucking.
was never relevant.
Which is one thing.
And there's the other thing. Here's something else. She's also not a gamer and never was.
Yeah,
no,
she lied
no,
about
no,
that.
no. Hey, guys. This,
Not
everybody's
at all. Not
forgetting.
even a little bit.
This is what everybody's forgetting about this.
Mhm.
She is just a professional victim. That is all she fucking is.
Yep.
You're
Yeah,
100%
exactly.
correct.
That is all she is.
She also blocked
Even though
me
she knows she's not actually a victim herself, she is a professional victim, and she makes sure other victims feel good being victims. And
The
continue to
craziest
be
thing,
so.
though.
She was like, she's the
Of
one.
all of it-
started- It's like she's one of the original professional victims too.
on.
Right.
She was one of the people who made Gamergate a fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's not a gamer. It's but a leaked video of her own admission, her own words. I'm not even a gamer. I had to infiltrate these spaces. I had to learn about this stuff. So
Yeah,
of course she didn't and still doesn't have any fucking idea what she's talking about.
Yep, her and
when it
Zoe,
comes to video games.
Exactly.
her and Zoe Quinn probably scissor. But I'm gonna finish up.
Ugh.
Let's get to what she actually said.
Ew.
On June 16th, 2019, she tweeted out in reply to Ryan Boyd, who had his own thread criticizing CD Projekt Red's explanation of body horror and the lack of sanctity for honoring one's temple that essentially turns it into a profane display
my
of
God.
degeneracy. Degeneracy. That's come
Yeah,
on, man.
Anita
ironic.
Sarkeesian's alt-right confirmed, referring to your body as a temple and referring to shit as degeneracy.
So-
Anita Sarkeesian's alt-right confirmed this is now canon. If I had a Twitter, I'd be saying this to her, but you know.
Yeah, so Sarkeesian nonplussed at the existential conversation regarding Puritanism versus transhumanism, decided to hijack the topic to request a consultancy job at CD Projekt Red.
Wow.
All right, so I won't read what Ryan Boyd said, but well, actually, I should.
Why not?
Let's go first.
Red sounds like
So here's how it
CD Projekt
started.
Red sounds like a sex
Yeah,
cult in
so
Germany.
this is from Ryan Boyd, another dumb wannabe game journo. This is like fucking turducken of facile takes, genre ignorance, and I don't even know that word. Sorry, I get it now. Milquetoast body squeamishness, which is maybe not ideal from the makers of the game, literally called Cyberpunk.
I know.
Here's some quote. Nudity is important for us for one reason. This is cyberpunk, so people augment the body. So the body no longer is a sacrum. It's profane. Whatever. People modify. Yeah, they're just talking about how, like, in this cyberpunk universe, man, people do crazy shit. That's it. That's the point. That's what's gonna make it fun and crazy and different than some bullshit envisioning of the real world.
Right.
And
the
so
whole point of it.
Anita Sarkeesian, it comes in and is like, "Hey, CG Projekt Red." Wait, hold on. Hey, CD Projekt Red. I'm always available in consulting because it sure sounds like you might need it before the whole of the internet drags you for what sounds like some potentially sexist representations, which we all know you've struggled with in the past.
Is that
She
an
refers to the whole of the internet, but what she's talking about is just the blue check.
Yeah,
mark.
a small,
So
very
what you're
small
saying is
percentage of people
Right.
might get
Anita
upset.
Sarkeesian is really Agent Insurrection in disguise.
I
Holy
forget.
shit!
I forget.
Deepest lore.
Oh my god!
Deepest lore.
Dude, why did you out me for who I like my alter ego? That's bullshit, dude. You can't call me out on being Agent Inzurio.
No, I'm saying
It turns out I only have two voices. My voice and Agent Inzurio. Wait, I can
Is
do a
it
decent...
Is it Agent Inzurio or Agent Inzurillo? Because this is like
Inzurio.
Bandolio.
oh, so he's Spanish.
I'm fucking too high for this.
I don't know if he would call himself that.
I'm really fucking drunk, so.
All right, let's go on. So Sarkeesian, like, so after she said all that bullshit,
I wouldn't even put your wiener in that chick.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no. With Anita Sarkeesian, I wouldn't fuck this bitch with my worst enemy's dick.
Just by the way she talks, you know that vagina's got teeth.
Ugh.
But continuing on, Sarkeesian then uses the opportunity to plug her own site and promote her new consultancy outfit, which is designed to reshape the way people engage with interactive entertainment. Or more realistically, convince people to disengage from a game that is no longer made to be fun. Right? That's why that was the point behind the card. It's like, hey guys, I'm just showing up because I just want to make sure that particularly straight white males don't have any fun playing your game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love how she sees herself as the gaming police. I mean, wow, she's deluded. That's nutso, man.
Yeah, so the rest of this is just bitching about the same things we can bitch about on our own.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I saw on Twitter at her recently where it was with E3 where this bitch was sitting there just like fucking counting the penis to vagina ratio that was on stage. I was like, so this is what this bitch is demanding funding for. This is what that bitch fucking
about that.
Yeah, I was like, it's like, okay, stunning and fucking brave.
But you can't blame her because you know what? People are dumb enough to give her the fucking money.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, this bitch, well, of course, bitch raised like this bitch has raised over $110,000 fucking dollars.
That's what I'm saying, man. If she can do it, why the fuck haven't I done that shit, man?
Because you have integrity.
I know. I'm in the.
No, I'm a fucking female, bro. What are you talking about? Did you just assume my fucking gender? You just assume my gender?
I will have you know that I am gender and race fluid. Right now, I'm I'll roll.
Sorry, that must have been my white.
Now I'm married.
Is that your white
gender? That's my whiteness.
I am a Afro-Indian female.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, you guys, hold on. You guys just reminded me of something that I should have had on the list of topics tonight, but thankfully, you guys sparked my memory. So, the gaming convention called Origins, which is, it's for tabletop games and whatnot. They're celebrating Pride this year by, during their event, you're going to get a name tag, but it's not going to have your name. It's going to have your gender identity.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they have things, all these different events for gamers.
It's the Borg.
And it's spelled Gaymer.
No way. There's a channel on Insomnia that's called Gaming because I was trying to be funny.
Fuck, man. That's fucked up.
Apparently you weren't that clever because the idiots at Origins could figure it out too.
Holy shit. It's the Borg,
dude. No,
it's the hive mind. It's happening now.
So I think this was from KOTCT in Tom P's Discord. But when he said it to me, it's like, no, I think this is a great idea. I know exactly where not to go and who not to talk to.
Yep. Oh, well, there's that. Yeah. Nice big bright light. God damn it, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, I'm good.
Could you imagine? Like, what do they do if you're just I don't know. What I would say normal, but I guess that's a defensive term now. Like, just a blank tag, just nothing, just well, it wouldn't be white. Would it be like a gray tag?
Well, so there's infinite number of gender identities, so you get to write whatever you want on there. So I'm gonna put on and say what I have on Twitter, man. I'm gonna walk around and it's gonna say AR-15.
Mine's gonna say meat popsicle.
I'm sure there's going to be a ton of that. I can't wait till after the event because there's going to be some controversy over what people put on there.
Oh, of course, right.
I don't know.
Yeah, all the people who put male or female, they're going to be all like, "Look at these bigots."
So, like the tabletop community, and we're talking about like Dungeons and Dragons players. You know what? It is ridiculously woke right now, but I don't think it's because the actual individuals that play the games really think about it that much. It's that you're talking about a lot of people, like a large percentage of them are very, non-social.
Yeah.
And we have these things where like feminists are invading their space and telling them, hey, you need to think this way or else we're going to leave your space. And they're like, what? Okay, sure, great.
All right, bye.
And then so they just buy into it. I don't think they necessarily care. I just think they don't really think about it.
Yeah, because, that makes a lot of sense. Why would they? Oops.
Of course not. And meanwhile, their hobby is just becoming less and less fun for them. Right. And they wonder why.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get what go broke.
Yeah. It's just a sad situation. Good old Sarkeesian making shit fucking fun.
Ruining everything.
I didn't do it.
She's a one-woman.
Mr. Misanthropic, I love how you're being all demanding. You're like, pull me back into the fucking Discord now. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't know you left. You were just typing. You just said something about, well, fucking my Discord does some shit. I'm sorry, man. At least,
Yeah,
like,
I was posting the link to the fucking
at least,
stream.
at least you're not, at least you're not like Sunrise, who has to literally dig for internet.
Oh man, I don't know if you saw the picture. I don't know if you saw the picture I posted.
It's like-
Comments General yesterday of me digging the hole in the yard, an actual hole to the fucking water line because I was putting a new faucet in and I twisted it off at the fucking base and had to dig a goddamn 5-foot hole to get to it.
Oops.
Yeah. I'm not joking about having to dig for internet and then I'm actually digging.
So when are we getting the Sunrise internets?
I'm working on it. There, we got some options. What we're trying to find is a coupon or a promo, so we don't have to pay $250 for an install.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. So there is no cheap solution at the moment, but apparently the tech I talked to is like, I can't recommend any promotions right over the phone, but if you look around, you'll probably find something. I'm like, oh, okay. And then my sister said she gets mailers every once in a while, free install for Digital Path. So it's coming. It's coming one way or the other. It's definitely happening.
Yeah, so streamlabs.com/ the link in the description to help get Sunrise some non-Neanderthal internet.
No, it's not. I mean,
Yeah, most likely we'll
I
just spend that
appreciate
money
that.
on like CD keys or whatever I have in the fucking bank over here, which is I think like $60 or something.
I'm not at the point of e-begging quite yet, but I appreciate that, Mr. Misanthropic.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and just hit that Streamlabs up anyways, because you know.
Yeah, if you
It's
want to
so
donate to the
cool,
guys at the
Buxton.
coffee table,
We're
please
talking
do
to
that.
ourselves and Alex Martin is still trying to save up to buy his own computer, which I cannot wait until he does. Then I'll start playing fighting games again.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
hey, speaking of games, I got Diablo working on a Mac. It's playable. I
If you
farted
have-
around a little bit. I got to
Doesn't-
remap some keys because
It
there's no
doesn't.
right click.
It doesn't surprise me because what? Well, hold on. Diablo 3 release date. May 15th, 2012. The graphics engine was never upgraded, so I'm gonna guess that Mac is better than 2012 technology.
Yeah, this one is. Yeah, it's still pretty old, but yeah, it's playable. So I got it. I'm gonna see if it'll work. I don't think it'll work on the hotspot but it's worth a shot. I was playing it at the coffee shop for just a sec to test it, but
Oh shit.
yeah, it's
Oh, you missed out. We were all
rough
playing. I think me and Stone Monkey are in the same position. It's actually getting harder and harder to play because we've gotten so much further and further into the top level of our class.
Yeah.
And I gotta switch.
Ah.
I gotta do a gear switch.
I will
and
be
then
more than
gems.
happy to walk you around on some greater riffs that we do. And like,
Oh.
what is it?
Oh, dude,
We had a
really-
record and like we did one in under 2 minutes. Got the achievement
Oh wow.
at
nice.
level 80.
Yeah, it was dope.
Nice. Well, that'll be fun. Like, because we never really play for more than a couple hours anyway. So, like late at night, like when it gets dark, it's kind of like the day's over here. When it's like 9 o'clock, that's it. It's like in a few hours where there's really nothing to do. So
Yeah, well, you no longer live in like South or what? You live in Long Beach, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
the days in Los
Downtown
Angeles,
Long
they're
Beach.
yeah, they're expanded. Like shit's still going on at night.
Yeah.
You're out in the country. The lights go out and like it's just quiet. You hear the
Yeah,
fucking
that's the best part
cicadas.
about it.
Well, I hear all. Yeah. Well, actually, there's no cicadas out right now, but it's frogs and the occasional rustling in the bushes, which I'm still getting used to. I'm getting used to the forest sounds again. But yeah. So,
Wait. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot. So we got to go back to the Anita Sarkeesian thing real
Okay.
quick because the
Yeah, I'm not done talking about that Anita Sarkeesian, man.
yeah.
well, yeah. So the guy that made it,
There's a lot of things about that bitch I don't like.
Mike Podsmith,
Hashtag
right?
me too.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure there's
Mike
nothing about her I like.
Mike Podsmith is actually a black male, right? So he comes in and he gets on Reddit and he says this. Want to say this just once. I'm really fucking tired. He didn't say fucking, but I know he wanted to. Of well-meaning people on the internet chat boards paternalistically telling me what I, as a black person, should be offended by. You want to be my ally? Go gird up your islands or your lions. And at this year's Thanksgiving dinner, have the nerve to tell your racist Uncle Bob to shut the fuck up for a change. Like this guy was like, he's just like, he's not having any of it. He's like, who the fuck do you think you are telling me whether or not my creation was done right or not? Referring to Cyberpunk 2020. So we gotta give everybody give a nice clap for Mike Pondsmith.
So it's 2077.
Yeah, that's the biggest enemy to the
2077. I'm sorry.
The intersectional left is minorities standing up for themselves and saying, "No, I see myself as your equal. Fuck you." Like that's the last thing they want.
Stone Monkey pointed out that I said 2020. I don't actually give a fuck about this game. I might play it. Right, but
it does look.
I kind of want to now.
But I give a fuck about cunts like Anita Sarkeesian sticking their nose into fucking shit that they have.
Yeah, there's so much great shit I discovered because people read about it, and the Streisand effect took hold. I'm like, that's actually pretty neat. Thanks.
It was like I remember E3 like a year or so ago where I can't remember what the fucking game this was, which kind of defeats the purpose of me bringing it up. But it was like the only reason why I even knew what it was because Zoe Quinn opened her herp sore bedecked mouth about how the fucking developer was not a social justice warrior. And I'm just like, oh shit, well, I'll definitely keep an eye out for this game, which I don't fucking remember it anymore, but that's just because I drink a lot, so.
I understand where you're coming from. I totally do.
Yeah.
And with the Streisand effect, because, like, I'm just one of those people, like, if the people I hate are telling me something's bad should be deplatformed and should never be funded, like, all of a sudden I'm just like, what can I squeeze my wallet into, man? Like, I will put some money into it just to make sure it keeps going.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's doing something right if it's striking such a chord with
It's pissing off all the people I hate.
Yep.
Yeah, dude,
indeed. So that means it's gotta be nice. That's how I got into Magic.
Really?
Magic Gathering?
Yeah, back when I was a kid, man, freaking was pissing off all the freaking
because
church
of the
people
Christian
and I was like, all right,
coalition,
that's great. I'm gonna have to get. I love this.
Yeah, that's the thing about our generation. I know we've talked about it a lot before. So we've all lived through the right wing censorship of the Christian coalition, and now that we're on left wing,
the radical. It transformed from the radical religious right to the radical intersectional left.
I know it's like the irony of our time.
Yeah.
It's like the crazy thing. It's like these people who are so gung ho for like free speech and shit against the radical right who wanted to censor rock and roll music, Dungeons and Dragons, and video games. They become exactly the people they made their entire fucking name for.
So it's
battling against.
It's one thing to be very careful of because there's always people that are going to say, "Well, you're just prohibiting my free speech," but the reason they're saying that is because they're not in power, and that is a protection that is meant to protect minorities. Even recently, I've been laughing and posting on Twitter about the idea that we should make flag burning illegal. And I was like, a flag is only worth the material it's made out of. Other than that, it's just a symbol, and if it symbolizes that if anybody that burns it is going to get punished by the government it stands for, then the flag, I don't care to support it.
Well, you know what's really it's ironic to me too. It's like I would have been like, fuck yeah, right to burn the flag, totally right. Like, but now I'm like, is it? I don't know, maybe no, but it does. Like the times have changed so much. I actually had the thought for a moment, and on Insomnist, I was like, is it a bad idea? And Ryan's like, fuck yeah, it's a bad idea. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
No,
But
so
weird that I would even
see,
go
it's-
there, even for a moment.
But
You know,
like the idea is the Pinochet did nothing wrong, because what you're thinking is the only people burning the flag are the people that don't care about individual liberty at all. So if it's a way to out them and get rid of them from society, then I'm for it.
Yeah. See, it's like
The question
normally,
is why should I be nice to people that want to take my rights away?
Right.
See, I'm very much the same mindset, but it's like it's normally whenever I say normally something I've always said is if your sentence begins with your opinion is invalid, but it's like as a military veteran, and I swear to God, if any of you say thank you for your service, I'm gonna find wherever you are and smack you. I fucking hate that shit. But
Didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that.
Good. Fucking good. I hated that shit. But it's like even someone who is a veteran, it's like burning the flag is fucking freedom of speech. And I'm a free speech absolutist. People, it's like as much as I may disagree with what you say, I may detest you and everything you stand for. Your right to fucking say what you want, I'll fucking defend that shit.
Right. Yeah, Bill Hicks has a great routine about that, about people saying, hey, man, like people who burn the flag and someone's like, hey, man, my grandpa died for that flag. It's like, actually, your grandpa died to give people the right to burn the fucking flag.
One of the funny things that I've seen is how anarchists will hold up a flag and they'll keep the flag, and I'm like, so you're an anarchist, right? Yeah, I'm an anarchist. And you still have your flag? Why haven't you burned it? The true symbolism of anarchy is burning the anarchist flag.
Yeah.
It's
the fact that there's an anarchy symbol is pretty ironic.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that all the anarchists have to agree on being anarchists is contradictory.
Yeah.
They're forming their own government.
Yeah, and this comes from a guy who may or may not at one point have done a homemade tattoo of the anarchy symbol on himself.
That's all right. We all have our moments. Yeah.
But it's like I'm not really an anarchist, but I'm definitely like a caring, because it's like the second that you start trying to ban and shit, that it's the fucking Streisand effect, which make full circle to what we were talking about earlier. God damn, I'm good. It's like when you try to take shit out of the fucking public spotlight, make it so that it's like this kind of like forbidden thing. That's when you make it more appealing. It's like it's like when people hit on someone at the bar has a fucking wedding ring on. It's that forbidden fruit thing.
Or when you tell your kids not to do something, that's all they want is to do that thing. It's like been that way for thousands of years.
Yeah, the whole idea of teenage rebellion is that, I think that's the exploration, and that's what gives room for growth. One of the great examples I have is a lot of people, some of them I can say for sure would be social justice warriors now, but back in high school, we still had people called freakers, and they would admit to it, right? The freakers ball and whatnot. They would draw swastikas. Some of them did the homemade tattoo of a swastika on them. But at the time, it did not mean anything anti-Semitic, because that's not what was in the public consciousness. All they knew is that the most evil thing on the planet, according to our history teachers, was the Hitler and the Nazi Party, and they just did it as a giant fuck you. I mean, it's in the same it's in the same spirit as Anthony LaVey's Church of Satanism, right? It has nothing to do with like Satan from the Christian Bible. It's that he had his own philosophy, and he called it Satanism to say fuck you to the Christians that dominated society.
Exactly, because it was like I used to study the occult, and it's it was it's Anton LaVey. He was a drunken drug addict carny who hated authority and Christians. So his own philosophy was naturally fucking Satanism. It's like it's like with what you were talking about. It's the same thing with like a lot of black metal bands where it's like, oh, what's the most controversial thing we can do? Oh, we'll paint swastikas on our chest and have burning crosses on stage and shit.
Yeah.
What can we do for fucking shock value? Just to piss them off and make them fucking think.
That was Marilyn Manson's whole thing. That's why he's famous.
Yeah,
he did the furthest thing from acceptable he could do and still get away with it.
Yeah, same thing with bands like Alice Cooper and Wasp and like the black metal bands like fucking Mayhem, Dark Funeral.
Wasp is a Christian metal band.
The early punk and hardcore bands, same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Wasp, they're now kind of a Christian band just because Blackie Lawless, who's the only original member, became a born-again Christian. Same with Alice Cooper. But it's like when they first started off, they just wanted to be as controversial as they possibly could.
Right.
Which is why it's like with Wasp during their Kill Fuck Die tour. Like Blackie would fuck a nun mannequin with a knife on stage and shit.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, now controversial is like normal things. Like there's two genders. That's super controversial. You know, it's okay to be a man. That's controversial. Being conservative, that's completely that's like counterculture now.
Jesus, Sinrise, you're talking heresy here, man.
I know.
Yeah, it's like as cringy as people may find it. It's like Paul Joseph Watson. He was actually right when he said conservatism is the new punk rock. It's the new counterculture.
I know.
The existence of punk rock owes itself to like direct rebellion of conservative ideas.
Yeah,
it's literally 180 degrees.
Which, funnily enough,
what was in power when it started?
Like, it's what's funny enough is that the band that actually started punk, the Ramones, blow me England, the Ramones did it first. There's both Johnny and Dee Dee Ramone were staunch conservatives.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Ramones were actually split. Bands like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols, they were like the early wave, which was mostly like the fashion trend. It wasn't until like 82, 83 that you had like the Dead Kennedys and a lot of these other bands that were just all they were trying to do is go against.
Which by the way, it's like listen to the Dead Kennedys "Holiday in Cambodia." That song could be equally applicable if it was written last week instead of in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Amazing. Well, once again, we got away from video games, and
well, I'm okay with it. The conversation was moving along smoothly.
Yeah, it was.
It's
funny how that always happens.
Well, so the relationship to all this to video games is that these people that want to be the thought police, like they did it in the 80s before it wasn't video games, right? It was people playing Dungeons and Dragons.
God,
and then
they've been doing it forever.
In the 90s, it was a Christian saying video games turn people into murderers because they're satanic. And then in 2017, 2019, it's video games are turning kids into racist, sexist, homophobic murderers.
But here's the difference, Excel. It's back then all that complaining amounted to nothing. If anything, those things became even more of what those people wanted to do away with, right? But now it's actually having the opposite effect. Like big game developers are trying to appease those people, and they've never done that before. They've always been against them
because they all hang out in liberal sanctuaries, which is it's another thing that's we've seen the balkanization of the United States has already happened.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, which is like something like that. It does kind of relate to what people like Sargon would talk about or Milo Yiannopoulos would talk about with Gamergate, with hashtag Gamers Rise Up. Insert that meme in the fucking chat. It's like all these people, they hang out in an ideological echo chamber because Silicon Valley. Fucking good luck finding anyone to the right of Stalin in that circle.
No shit.
Oh shit!
I used to think all those guys were just cynical CEOs all they cared about is money and they're pragmatic, but apparently not. Apparently they're a bunch of ideologues who actually seem to care more about being righteous than they do about running a business properly.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
like that. Yeah, it's like that's what's insane, and with like the get woke go broke thing is because like,
and they don't care.
It's like people don't give a shit. Your consumer does not give a shit about how virtuous you are having a disabled fucking woman of color as the main fucking focal point of your game trailer. What we give a shit about is a good fucking video game.
Thanks, ASMR, for reporting us. We deserve it. Have a wrench.
Oh shit! ASMR is here. No, don't pay any attention to him. That's my co-host. He just does retarded shit all the time.
Okay, well, even if it was true, I was like, have a wrench.
And then early morning, JF will come out, and we will have a great time, y'all.
Be gone, JF. There's no retarded girls here for you to try to put a baby in.
I am not JF. I am early morning JF.
It's not the same JF.
JF is a potato fucker. Early morning JF is a stoner who likes only the hot bitches. And he would totally fuck the stupid out of Brie Larson. But not Anita Sarkeesian. She is a dumb bitch.
I mean, who wouldn't fuck the stupid out of Brie Larson? Aside from the fact she has,
I volunteer.
Aside from the fact that she has no ass, but you know what? She has it.
Stone Monkey already got permission.
She has a really nice. I mean, she has a really nice face, and I would love to fuck it.
So honest.
Caught by the YouTube algorithm.
Darn algorithm of jiggers.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking A. So you guys.
Sex.
Yeah.
And violence.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
I'll take 2.
Oh shit! So we were talking about video games.
Anita Sarkeesian and her feminist Nazis trying to take over our video games because us men don't know how to play video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because RPGs haven't been a thing for a while where they allow you to create your own character, including female characters. Shock horror.
I usually pick a female because I'd rather stare at a female form for hours and hours
so
than a male form.
That is one of the dumbest things about this whole controversy is that they're mad because like something like the trans imagery was too typical of a trans person. I was like, what are you talking about? This is
what does that even mean?
It's one of the most woke games ever. You can literally be like agender, like for real. You can be basically like all robot and replace everything. If there's no
I am just meat.
Yeah.
I am walking meat. That's it. That's what I identify as. I'm not even I'm not human, I'm not a person, I'm not male or female, I'm just meat.
Yeah, that's probably an option in the game. I'd be like, I identify as meat.
Identify as a leg of lamb.
I sexually identify as a DW double bass drum kit.
It's gotta have the double bass pedal though, being like I can't fucking do it fast enough by myself. In fact, one of my favorite bands, No Effects, the people that make the song Bob.
Yeah.
Oh wait, holy shit! I said Bob. He spent 15 years getting loaded. 15 years till his liver exploded. What's Bob gonna do now that he can't drink? Anyway, the guy has a great quote. He says, "Double bass drum pedals are for metal drummers and pussies." Oh shit! You're gonna be a metal drummer. You're a metal drummer.
The double. See, I can actually tell you the double bass drum pedal. That is a gigantic pain in the ass because unless you have it set exactly right, it's like I can't really do a demonstration because noise ordinances and shit. Thanks, fucking government. But it's
yeah.
But it's like the way they have it's like for most double bass pedals, like the main pedal's hitting like in the center of that bass drum, and the auxiliary one is hitting way off to the side, so you just get this thin, clippy bullshit.
And then you have the other problem where if you have two kick drums, then you've got to make them sound exactly the same.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started on how much of a pain in the ass tuning two bass drums together
I know.
is.
I've worked with enough drummers, believe me, I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, drum tuning.
Tuning one drum, let alone a bass drum, is enough of a pain in the ass. Than trying to tune two together to make them sound the same. Oh my fucking god!
Although I never met a drummer who knew how to tune a drum anyway. So
I mean, to be fair, I really don't. To be fair, whenever I'm with my buddies jamming out like Gasimar, who may or may not still be in chat, it's like I'm just sitting there, just like with my drum keys hitting on the drum head, just like turning knobs. It's just like I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. It's like, oh, what's that? Okay, so that sounds like I'm hitting a trash can with a baseball bat. Let's make it not sound like that. Okay, that just sounds like a cannon shooting off with a piece of foam.
As a musician, you're the guy who hits shit with sticks. That's how I always introduce.
Exactly.
That's how I used to introduce my drummer on stage.
that was what was in my last Twitter bio. I hit shit with sticks.
Yeah. Oh, those were the days. Well, you guys, I got a steak waiting for me, so
oh, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck? God damn it. That's like a great way to end the stream. I wanted to go for a full hour, though. I was going to make it short.
Do you?
What? Is it done? Has it rested? It needs to rest for at least a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're making me all freaking hungry now.
Came off. Big out tri-tip. Sitting in the foil resting right now. I hear it calling me.
Okay, so
we've got a few minutes left.
Okay, so foil, that's good. What temperature level do you cook your steaks to? I want to judge you for this.
I am not the cook. I was just watching it happen. So I don't know.
Because if it's not still bleeding, it's overcooked. Just eat chicken. Just eat chicken.
I'm sure.
About 140 degrees in the middle. Where I'd probably want it.
That's about rare. That's a decent level.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind. It's gonna be perfect.
Remember, it's just if it feels like your forehead, it's well done. If it feels like your chin, it's medium rare. If it feels like your cheek, it's very rare.
Okay.
I may or may not have used to be a cook.
Whatever, dude.
Well, you touch your pinky to your thumb, and then you touch your thumb to your ring finger, and you touch the inside of your
butthole.
Where your index finger and thumb meet, and then you touch the middle finger, and then whenever you touch the index finger, that's well done. And then you touch your middle finger, then that's a little bit under.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just learned from touching different parts of your face. Like if it feels like your forehead, it's well done and shit.
Right.
What's up, Mesmer Heart? How you doing? We're actually about to wrap up, but we went from Anita Sarkeesian to social justice nonsense to steaks. So
it's a pretty natural progression.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's a very logically progressed stream. I want to share this little image here, right? So here's what we got, man. You got a blue rare, right? It's seared on the outside, completely red throughout, right? I don't have a problem with that as long as I get it from a steakhouse. Right, you just have rare. Seared on the outside, 75% red in the center. medium rare. So this is what I would actually ask for at a steakhouse, because every time at a steakhouse you ask for medium rare, you get rare. But that's seared on the outside, 50% red in the center, right? So medium is seared on the outside, but it's only about 25% of the pink is shown on the inside. Medium well,
that's for burgers.
It's a slight hint of pink, and that's for burgers. You're right, but if you order a steak that way, I won't blame you. Well done. Broiled until 100% brown. What that means is
you just don't like steak.
Yeah, it says order.
It's ruined.
It says it right here on the infographic. If this is how you like your steak, you need to order the chicken, you steak-hating bastard.
I concur with that entirely. I agree with that entirely.
He's got the bell. That's correct.
You have a bell.
You're just like, I thought it was going to help me from getting strikes on my YouTube channel, but apparently it didn't.
Shit.
Oh shit, dude. That's
yeah, no. It's like rare, very rare to medium rare is for steaks. Medium to medium or medium well is for burgers. Medium well only if you're a dirty communist. And well done. if you order any sort of beef well done, just order the chicken. You absolute fucking troglodyte. I hate you. I hate everything you stand for.
So hold on. As far as making your own burgers go, like, and cooking them good, because if I go to a restaurant that actually offers burgers at like a medium, I'll order it medium. A lot of them don't, because they actually have prepackaged ground beef where they're making their burgers from. But what kind of a steak do you have to put in a meat grinder in order to make a good burger?
No idea.
I don't know. I just buy roasts.
Any? I mean, roast is great. I mean, because there's less bone there. You know, you don't worry about bone. But I mean, dude, just really any cut, man. Just whatever you can get the most meat out of.
Yeah, you want something that's high, that's really high in meat and really low in fat if you're gonna grind that shit up, because fat's only good for if you're like making a roast or if you're like grilling that shit, because that adds flavor to it. If you're just trying to like grind it up, you want to find something that
I want it to be a burger, goddammit.
Yep.
I recommend elk. Elk's good meats.
Meat.
I only know about elk from following Joe Rogan on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't know if I ever had it.
And so now for our little science thing is
science!
The reason if you just buy ground beef, you're not supposed to cook burgers like medium rare is because of the bacteria, right? It's like in a ground thing. So, but if you buy steaks and you grind it and cook it immediately, there's no time for the bacteria to grow, because it only grows on the very outside of the meat.
Oh, man, I'm learning so much.
You need to change the category on this stream to educational.
Educational, I should. You're right.
We're educating the publics.
That's right.
Anyway, Sunrise, dude, now that we're talking about steak, man, I don't want to keep you from yours. I actually, I ordered
the
Chino.
timing is going to be perfect.
When you started talking about steak, I was over here on the side ordering Chino food from a local Chinese food restaurant. So I'm going to do that. Jesse Wilson Sr., welcome to the end of the stream. We love you. It's extra short tonight. Usually we only try to go for an hour. We started an hour late, which it is what it is, but people got shit to do. Sunrise has to go get a steak. I got to go pick up my Chino food. Mr. Misanthropic has to continue drinking. Bash the Donna Dargans. What do you have to do?
I'm gonna probably lay back, smoke, maybe watch a movie, and go to bed.
Sounds nice.
So Bash the Token Dargan sitting around be like, nigga, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
No, and this has been your translation moment from Excel.
Man, dude, I'm sorry, man. Not doing shit is one of my favorite things to do, so I completely understand it, man. If
That's how it's supposed to be, bro.
if nobody has anything else to say, dude, man, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one. We made it to basically an hour actually, so we're good to go.
All right.
All right,
guys.
y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. Jesse Wilson, thank you for coming in. Mesmer Heart, thank you for stopping by. Gay SMR, thanks for reporting us. We totally fucking love you. Alex Golf City Martin, always a fan. Everybody else, man, peace out.